Let's get these things layered properly. All right, now let's see. So I gotta figure what kind of area we're headed to. Actually, let's pick the area, then I'll pick the suit that best suits where we're doing. Let's see, the fault, that's not a bad choice. Well, the Forbidden Zone does have a decent use for a melee frame, so let's do. I suppose I can do that. That's just to make sure it actually remembers which frame I am. Barrier energy point melee. Actually, I'm curious to check something, so let's take those points off. Transfer to the accumulation zone. I somehow did not notice that message saying you can dual wield handguns. That's kind of neat. I might have to try that out. Okay, so now we need to get to where things actually diverge. Going this way is like slightly faster, I believe. Yeah. This is a. To explain what just happened there, that is a spot where it unloads the stuff behind there and loads everything past what we see here. And the game has basically only had a day one patch and nothing else since, so other issues have not yet been fixed. Fucking jerk. that your laser shotgun shot just gives you the right to be a jackass. Alright. Alright. I'll just go with the to whom it may concern. Hello, how's it going? Is that another load zone? We're off to the Forbidden Zone, which is the second layer of hell, basically. Because this area in your first playthrough is the first layer of hell. Poison, ambushes. Now the question is, am I even headed in the right direction? Probably not. Because I have the memory of a goldfish. And very rarely actually manually traveled between zones. Ran out of energy for my jump. You just want to be stuck on that forever. Okay, now where's the jackass that spawns you guys? Nope, that is not the jackass that... There you fucking are. Nope. Fuck all y'all, I do not care. I killed it. So, to explain what that is, this area's ambushes are all because of these invisible jackasses that spawn those tiny little crawling dudes. Then you've got these sandworm assholes. Oh, is this... Yes, the suit does have a high enough jump to get up here. Nice. I do love that. Unironically, I love the absolute stupidity that is the way this game's physics handles. Okay. So I know those things spawn from somewhere up over here. I've located from whence those ones spawn. Piss off, you little waste of time. Yeah, you point blank shot me in the back for a lot of damage. Anything with a shotgun could do that. It doesn't make you worthy of my attention. Yeah, fine. You want to actually touch down over here, then we'll touch down over here. Fuck you. Little fucking dickheads. Yeah, now we can more or less just blow through everything here, because the only real threat there is the big dude, and get meleeed on, loser. Eat rocket, jackass. This is not going to end the way you want it to. Are you idiots still looking for me? Okay, we're actually running low on ammo. Alright, yeah, this is over here. Yeah, I'm dumb. Obviously, it would be near where the boss was. What kind of moron am I? I'm a moron, by the way. Yeah, and those sandworm things can't tunnel through stone, so they ain't getting here. Here we are. This will warp us back to area near the checkpoint. When we come back through there, there's going to be a little bit of a delay. Because that is a load zone. Oh wow, I'm actually down to 2 regular repairing agents. I mean, I have done basically a third of the game. off just the supplies I carried with me from my first cycle. So I don't really know why that's a surprise to me. So our goal is to get in that building right now. Everything else is secondary because our way to the next area is in this building. And this elevator takes us down. And we're coming toward the Forbidden Zone. A very, very not nice place to be. Like the most not nice place to be, some might even say. Oh, right. Give me your loot, jackass. Alright, it's just one of those things. So the entire lower layer is built around the idea of ambushes and status effects. To put it in Dark Souls terms, it is the poison swamp of the game. And if you've played Dark Souls, once you actually see the structure of this area, you might start getting some flashbacks. Raised walkways above what looks to be poison. I forgot you existed, fuckface. Alright, moving quick. Alright, that's a checkpoint. There's something I want to check first. It doesn't necessarily seem like it makes any difference. Okay, now I need something capable of extremely long-ranged battles. Do you still have the super long-range cannon I put on you before? Well, you've got a sniper rifle, but not the giant long-ranged cannon. Oh well, I can fix that. Now, technically it's the wrong kind of cannon, because I prefer laser weapons on this one as opposed to ballistic weapons. But the ballistic sniper cannon is just objectively superior. Nah, looks like we're not going to be jumping up on top of there that easy. Yeah. Okay, gotta find a better vantage point to shoot this dang thing from. I don't know if we're close enough for those hits to really be counting. Fuck it, we will just tolerate your existence, big guy. Maybe I can even use you to my advantage. Yeah. I know. You're trying to murder me. I don't even think this is a right. Alright, nope, he's pissing me off. Alright, we'll go advance Gillivel's quest line. This is the last phase we can do before it becomes a horrible pain in the ass to do so. Hey Gilliv, how you doing? The reason we want to be friends with this one is because I want tank treads, damn it. Wow. Friendly, aren't ya? Root access permissions. Just that's the end of the game. Warp back to the checkpoint item. Okay. Now we need something that can jump really well. And you might think the suit by the name of Fly jumps really well. But the suit by the name of Fly actually flies really well. It does not jump really well. Because gliding and jumping are basically two separate skills. You're gonna explode. Okay. You seriously can shoot me from there. What the fuck just happened? I accidentally pressed up. Are you kidding me? Okay, so what is that? Some kind of like... It can shoot... Okay, where else is got... Of course there's another fucking one. This whole area is just gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Oh, what kind of predictive shot bullshit is that? There we go. That is the only breakable wall in like the entire game. And it has like, going out on a limb, I want to say hundreds of thousands of hit points. And I needed to go there because that was a unique item I picked up there. That is mandatory for a quest line. And if you're trying to break it on your own, it basically just takes forever in a day. But you can use that giant thing if you haven't killed it to quickly break it open, because that thing hits way fucking harder than you do. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bother fighting it. Uh, yeah, I know. Look, I'm unlocking well, I'm attempting to do something that has unlocked a shortcut for me in the past. Does that been edited so it no longer works? It's my first time through this area. I just did a jump and glide. Maybe I'll see if the flight suit can do it. And maybe stop by the hub and actually pick up some healing items with the, like, absurd amount of resources I'm sitting on. Decayed brood chamber, so that is our hub. This here is our merchant. If you saw the unlisted stream I did at the start of this game, now you know she's basically our supply runner. Oh, right, because the listing moves because it's no longer available to buy. Now, there is something I actually want to test out that I saw in one of the load screens. Mm. Alright, now. Right now, what have we got? Barrier, energy point, cap. Why not? I'll keep that. This is a suit that I use when I need to fly, so speccing it into flight speed, or your stamina meter, which is consumed to fly, makes sense. Dude, you do not have a chance of hitting me. Can't land on those? Fine, then I'll just zip on through. Fucking whack-ass terrain collision. Clipping on that thing. I screwed it up. And here's the boss room for this area. And I'm just going to tell you we're probably going to get smoked by this boss because I do not think this little made out of curiosity build has what it takes to contend with this thing. Or it should say this girl. Because she is a fucking tank. I wish I could get that goddamn shield she has. Or the hammer. I don't have either of them, and I desperately want them. Yeah, alright. I've confirmed what I need to confirm there. I do not have what it takes to do that in this build. There is, however, a build that I do know is prepared for this. Let me see, utility module, omnidirectional attack. What are we question marking? Is something going weird on the stream? Yeah, I think the game might actually try to kill me if I just straight drop down that. And again, there's only one way to find out. Well, it wouldn't kill me, it would just take a third of my hit points. Because, I mean, you are intended to go down here. Its default position is up, so there's no reason for it to be a dick about it. Okay, so this boss, despite the fact that it is a scary melee boss, is best fought with melee weapons. Because it is very hard to actually damage with guns for a lot of the fight because it's got its shield up. And while there are things that can shoot through shielding like that, they suffer a big damage penalty. Yes, basically we're going to beat the melee boss at melee combat. This will not be the only time you see such an approach taken. Oh, one of my drones went out. Yeah, that's the difference that actually having a build that works in the fight makes. Now, I've heard rumors that you carry over. Do you not actually? There's something that I was told carries over into New Game Plus that I am not seeing. So there's some stuff I need to check, because I was told, well, I wasn't told, but I saw that online you should either have or get a certain item early to basically let you sequence break shit in New Game Plus. So I'm just going to take a quick gander around obvious places that might be. Let's see. That's another one of those loading spots. Yeah, and those two guys there almost always drop repair units, so if you're ever playing this game and need to farm repair units, that is a good place to do it. Oh, not in the first boss room. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the cavern. Gondola to its second stop, which Alright, is that listed as... fine. Oh, what's the Legacy General outfit while I'm at it? Or maybe it'll be like... the final boss's outfit, maybe? Well, it's just like a old-fashioned style. No. You get back over there. Because we are assuming this thing actually functions, and it is not a joke item. Okay, somehow did not trigger the spiders from that. There are spiders in that. You know what? Fine. You wanna fight? We'll fight. And that is why I have that on this character. That is why this character. Does not appear that we can sequence break it. Okay, I will double check this stupid thing. See, I do think there's one too many. Or the shortcuts should be placed slightly differently, because the fact that both shortcuts in this area are within, like, even in regular going through the level progress, like a minute of each other is a bit ridiculous. There's a fake wall. There's a fucking fake wall. I see what they're going for, but I don't think that should have been there. Because they got this light here shining out through the fake wall, but because that light's there, you could just mistake it for being that light. Because unless you get right up on it, the red gate thing doesn't pop up. Okay, now to go do the primary reason I even came into New Game Plus to begin with. Just to do this, gosh, this, like, technically two gosh darn characters' quest lines. Get baited, loser. Alright, because I pretty consistently this is a kind of game that isn't terribly difficult if you actually build and prepare your character according to the challenges you are coming up against. But if you try to play it like it's Dark Souls and just run like a single loadout through the entire game, you will be miserable. Oh, right. So the nice thing is, when it comes to progressing through this area, this is the easiest area to just beat and forget in the entire game. Because the tree and the boss room are right next to each other. Normally, between the second and third dungeon of any area, you have to do this place called the Depths, which is a miserable shithole where the entire game world is blacked out. I think it's here, but I'm not 100% sure. It was clear that we had exhausted all the dialogue from that encounter with her, which is what causes them to move on. Okay, that does not appear to jumpstart. Oh, so she is here somewhere now. Alright, Gilly, where are you hiding? We move so slow in here, so don't be somewhere obnoxious. Got it? I can't zip around at Mach 460 in here. Got these tiny little legs. I want to buy your whole stock. Where are you?
よく来たな。言っただろ。秘宝を見つけたら何でもくれてやると。お前は半分約束を果たした。故に私も半分約束を果たす。私が仮想で集めたものを何でも売ってやろう。見るだけならタダにしてやる。よし、これだな。
It's only 200,000. That's easy.
なかなかの目、貴様にお似合いだ。貴様にお、貴様にお、よし、よし、なかなか、よし、よし、なかなかの目、なかなか、なかなか、なかなかの目の付けどころだ。
Okay, so we got... That'll be easy enough to farm once I get one of my farming spots up and running. Alright, and I should check just in case. Versatile resources. Nope, no bionic parts 10 yet, so we can't do... the rest of, the Fallen Soldier's quest line to get her stuff. I haven't actually used a tank, leg piece before, so I don't actually know how they go. Or how they perform, I should say. I'll go with gun. Okay, so this is physical resistance, whereas this one is thermal. And then this is just big, giant, heavy shit. Actually, you know what? Heavy may actually be the perfect character to put these on. Actually pretty solid targeting stats, I'm not gonna lie. Now it is our... Okay. Let's see, short circuit resistance. Scale armor generation. I assume that gives us some kind of defense. We're a tank. We are just a tank. In this spot, we fought a... I think it's a dual copter is what you... or bicopter, whatever. Whatever the term is for a helicopter that has 2 sets of rotors. Now, I will say, we are not going to stay as the tank in this area because this is an awful area to try to be a tank in. This area is highly centralized around mobility. But yeah, we is tank. I got tank cannon. My default gun is tank cannon on this character. And this is the javelin, I think, is technically a sniper rifle, but I use it more like a combat rifle or a battle rifle. Oh, I see what this thing's all about. It's all about hit points, because I already have even more hit points than in the absurdly massive, fully upgraded fucking walker mech that or spider mech that I was. Okay, mouse, stop having a friggin' heart attack over there. Now you usually get about 1 or 2 rooms worth of combat in a new area. Before finding the checkpoint. Though I am trying to peek corners, I really don't have anything to be afraid of in this area. I'm just playing cautiously. Basically out of force of habit. Case in point. For the I don't need to be cautious here, but I just am. I have a fully upgraded version of what is one of the hardest hitting weapons in the game. Oh wow, even moving drains energy on this thing. That is nuts. Was that the scale armor creation doing that? Or is it just tank big slow? So tank move take energy. Okay, Jesus Christ, that thruster is strong. I get it, thruster's expensive, so it should be strong. Do you have to say, this is like downright comical? How slow this thing moves. I'm going to switch to a frame that is more at home in this kind of environment. Okay. So now, we've got two pads. We've got this up here, what's looking like, let's be honest, looks kind of like a side path. And we've got this. But no, this is just a hub for shortcuts. This thing that looks like a side path at first glance, is the main path. And of course you can go through the tube, or if you're running a mech with a high enough jump, you could go on top of the tube. Guess what? Fuck y'all, I don't need to fight. What y'all gonna do? Like, spot me and attack me? This loadout's called Spy. You really think it's gonna be that easy? Yep, this bridge. Fuck this bridge. You gotta be careful, these worms can hit really fucking hard if you're close to them. But they do take a shitload of damage if you hit the glowing spot on their butts. Yep, religious zealot. That is what that character is. Yeah, this loadout is called Spy. I have specifically optimized them for running through levels like a fucking lunatic. That is their entire purpose. Go ahead, try to stop me. I'm so fucking fast and slippery, you're never gonna fucking manage it. Oh, that's cute. You think you can stop me. Okay, you actually managed to stumble me a little, but not enough to stop me. Fine, you want to be a jerkus. Now this guy we can just walk up behind, execute. This up here is a big strong dude, so we just pop our camo. Now over here we got two choices for which direction to go in. The correct choice for progress is this way. As you see right here, you see this elevator right here. Huh, this looks familiar, don't it? Right back to our checkpoint. And now this is a terrible character to face this thing as, but just to demonstrate, as this character was not built for bosses, this character was built for infiltrating areas filled with normal enemies. But up here, oh, look at that. Blue door means boss. And this whole area appears to just be an optional hellscape you can run through full of enemies. Oh, I done bamboozled myself. Gonna take some fall damage. Oh, there's no need to worry too much. This is a mid-game area. I'm running an end-game capable scouting build. I'm about to run out of camo. Funny thing is, the optical camo is actually a new addition. I was using smoke dispensers before. Now, you see this room that looks oddly like it's set up like we're going to be fighting something here? Well, we haven't beaten the area's boss yet, so there's nothing in it. But that is where the optional mech fight, once we beat the boss, will appear. Every area has one, except I think the final area. Now I want to find the tram car. This is not the thing that hooks up to the tram car shortcut. The only issue I take with the spy setup I have is that it moves so fast it can actually be a little bit hard to control. So I do kind of wonder, because I get what most types of these are about. Is it that they're light? Is that what it is? I just don't quite get. Oh, I see. Inexpensive, that's what it is. They're not that great at any particular action, but it barely costs any stamina to do said actions. Hmm. After this boss, I'm probably going to call it for the night, just because I intended to do a short stream, not necessarily do a super long one. All right. Now he's got those obnoxious backup dancers on like all of his moves. I wish I could say that is not how that boss goes on a not New Game Plus run, but that is objectively how that boss goes on a New Game Plus run, on a not New Game Plus run too. He's one of those, it exposes its core type things. So you just do stupid damage to it if you hit its core. Now, that fight being a one-sided stomp is actually not a New Game Plus thing. That other boss being a one-sided stomp that was over within like 30, 40 seconds was actually a New Game Plus thing. There we are. Jeez, I am bad at navigating. I did say I'd end the stream after that, boss, so I guess I should do that. Oh, wow. I was half expecting to trigger the load screen crash, just as the game's saying a little ha-ha on the way out. Have a good night, everybody.